There are 12 hybrid SUVs on sale in the UK right now that nobody in the used market actually wants to buy. Some owners are finding out their car is worth less than what they still owe on it. We are talking about losses of £20,000, £25,000, even £30,000 on cars that were sold as the safe, sensible choice. Most of them had no idea this was coming. If you own one of these cars, or you are thinking about buying one, watch this before you make any decisions, because the people who got hurt did not do anything wrong. They just did not have this information in time. These are the 12 hybrid SUVs you need to know about right now, not in any random order. We are going hardest first. The Suzuki S-Cross full hybrid is the single worst depreciation story in this segment. Driving Electric's UK residual value analysis shows it losing over 65% of its value in 3 years. To put that in context, that figure is normally associated with early electric vehicles, not hybrids. Hybrids are supposed to hold their value. The S-Cross full hybrid does not. The reason is a combination of factors that all point in the same direction. The full hybrid commands a price premium over the mild hybrid, but delivers worse performance in the exact conditions where hybrids are supposed to shine. Stop-start urban driving is undermined by an automated manual gearbox that reviewers consistently describe as hesitant and jerky. The boot shrinks from 430 litres in the mild hybrid to 293 litres in the full hybrid to fit the battery, making it one of the smallest cargo spaces in the class. You paid more for a car that does less, carries less, and that the used market wants significantly less. The Volvo XC90 Recharge T8 was genuinely innovative when it launched in 2015. Here in 2026, it is running on a platform that is over 9 years old. The cracks are not metaphorical. The TCAM-M module, the unit that manages connectivity and over-the-air software updates, has been failing across multiple model years. Some owners reported 3 separate repair visits in the first month of ownership. TCAM units went out of stock entirely at one point, leaving cars unable to receive software updates with no confirmed timeline for parts. One owner described their 2023 XC90 Recharge as a car that, when it actually worked, was great, which is not the kind of endorsement that holds second-hand value. Real-world electric range has been falling short of official figures. The Android automotive infotainment hardware is running on processors that are now several generations behind, and switching driver profiles takes up to 5 minutes in some software versions. The platform age is not improving. Platform age never does. The BMW X5 xDrive 50e carries one of the most powerful plug-in hybrid powertrains in this class. It also, in 2025, was generating owner reports of the complete hybrid system failing before the car had covered 350 miles. Dealers were replacing entire hybrid modules. One owner on BMW forums described the car sitting at the dealership for 4 weeks in the first month of ownership. The plug-in hybrid architecture removes the 7-seat option that the standard X5 offers. The battery pack sits beneath the boot floor where the third-row seats would otherwise fold. Boot capacity drops by 150 litres. If you bought an X5 because you needed the space and the practicality, the plug-in hybrid variant takes both of those away, adds significant mechanical complexity, and, if the early ownership reports are representative, adds a dealer trip before you have put any serious miles on the car. The Seat Tarraco e-hybrid was discontinued in 2024. Seat's parent company redirected the platform to the Cupra Terramar, and the Tarraco disappeared from United Kingdom showrooms. If you bought a Tarraco e-hybrid in 2022 or 2023, you now own a car the manufacturer has abandoned. There is no new car warranty path. Seat ranked 24th out of 31 brands in the 2025 Driver Power Owner Satisfaction Survey, which means the dealer support infrastructure behind an out-of-production plug-in hybrid model is not deep. The infotainment system was already behind the market when the car was on sale. The depreciation curve on discontinued models accelerates once the replacement launches, and the Terramar has launched. Every week, Tarraco values move in one direction only. The Nissan Qashqai e-Power is not a plug-in hybrid. It cannot be charged from a socket. The engine generates electricity which powers the wheels through an electric motor, which means the driving feel is smooth and electric vehicle-like. But the fuel economy depends entirely on the petrol engine, and you cannot supplement it with cheap overnight electricity at home. Pre-facelift models from 2021 to 2023 delivered real-world motorway fuel economy in the low 40 miles per gallon range. Owners who bought them for motorway commuting found them performing no better than a good diesel, with none of the charging flexibility of an actual plug-in. The 2024 facelift improved the system significantly. The problem is that pre-facelift cars are now entering the used market carrying the reputation of the older version, and buyers who know the difference are adjusting their offers accordingly. If you are looking at a used Qashqai e-Power, the build date matters more than almost any other number on the spec sheet. This channel publishes new videos every week covering exactly this kind of research, real depreciation data, reliability patterns, and the models UK buyers need to know about before they commit. If you want to know which cars are heading for trouble before the market figures it out, subscribe now. Every video we publish could save you thousands. The Kia Sportage PHEV Voive leads with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a reliability reputation built on the non-plug-in versions of the car. The PHEV version has its own track record. Which Magazine's reliability survey found that the Sportage PHEV has a significantly higher breakdown rate than the standard Sportage. Not just more faults, but the kind of fault that takes longer to resolve and keeps the car off the road. In February 2026, Kia issued Recall SC359 covering 2023 to 2025 Sportage PHEV models. The instrument panel screen can fail in a way that removes the speedometer and warning lights while the car is in motion. Owners who rarely engage the petrol engine have also reported oil dilution, petrol contaminating the engine oil because the combustion cycle never reaches the temperature needed to burn it off, which accelerates engine wear invisibly over time. Used buyers reading Sportage PHEV forums before making an offer tend to walk away with a lower number than the seller was expecting. This channel publishes new videos every week covering exactly this kind of research, real depreciation data, reliability patterns, and the models UK buyers need to know about before they commit. If you want to know which cars are heading for trouble before the market figures it out, subscribe now. Every video we publish could save you thousands. The Hyundai Tucson PHEV shares its mechanical architecture with the Sportage PHEV, and shares some of its reputation on the used market. Some surveys flag charging and fuel cap faults, non-engine electrical issues, and 12-volt battery failures across the PHEV range. IC Cars data shows the Tucson PHEV losing 47.5% of its value over 5 years. That figure sounds more manageable until you calculate it against a new price that reaches close to £40,000 in higher trims. The Tucson is not a badly engineered car. The used market just does not pay a premium for Korean platform plug-in hybrids the way it does for Toyota or Honda hybrid technology, and cautious buyers are factoring in the fault history before they make an offer. The Volkswagen Tiguan e-hybrid offers genuine electric range. The current generation manages over 50 miles on a charge, which makes it one of the more credible plug-in hybrids on paper. The problem is volume. Volkswagen sells the Tiguan in significant numbers across Europe, and the fleet and company car market accounts for a large proportion of those sales. When 3-year leases end, the used market absorbs thousands of Tiguan e-hybrid returns simultaneously. Supply drives prices down regardless of the quality of individual examples. The DSG gearbox on the e-hybrid variant handles the transition between electric and combustion modes with a slight hesitation that shows up in long-term test reports from multiple publications. Volkswagen's plug-in hybrid software across the broader MQB platform has generated enough technical service actions over the years that buyers who do research factor it into negotiations. Strong car, weak residuals. The BMW X3 xDrive 30e operates in the most competitive segment of the premium SUV market. That competition hits used values hard. Corporate fleet returns are constant in this class and supply is consistent. Private buyer demand is sensitive to the total cost of ownership, and the X3 plug-in hybrid's maintenance cost profile, particularly once the 4-year BMW extended warranty expires, includes hybrid-specific component repair at full main dealer labour rates. The battery pack reduces the size of the lower boot storage compartment. Used buyers comparing a 3-year-old X3 plug-in hybrid against a 3-year-old petrol X3 will find the plug-in hybrid cheaper, which sounds like a deal until you factor in why it is cheaper. The premium you paid for the plug-in badge when new will not be reflected in what someone offers you for it used. The Audi Q5 55 TFSIe is 3 systems in one car: a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine, a PHEV specification electric motor, and Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system. Each one is capable and well engineered. All 3 together create a servicing and diagnostic complexity that only main dealer equipment handles reliably. Independent garages lack the software protocols for the combined PHEV and Quattro fault diagnosis. The Q5 PHEV costs between £5,000 and £8,000 more than the equivalent TFSY M1 petrol at new car prices. That premium disappears by year 2 as fleet returns flood the used market. Software faults between the 48-volt mild hybrid architecture and the POHERV battery system have appeared in owner forums and in Audi technical service bulletins. A private used buyer in the mid-40s price bracket is not going to pay Audi main dealer servicing rates on an out-of-warranty PHEV drivetrain. They know that. It shows in what they offer. The Honda CR-V or E plug-in hybrid uses a twin motor system. Honda calls IMMD the same proven architecture across the Jazz and the non-plug-in CR-V, with an additional 11.8 kilowatt-hour battery for electric-only driving. Honda's hybrid engineering is genuinely among the most reliable in the industry. The problem is not the car itself. It is the used market for this specific car. Honda sells far fewer plug-in hybrids in the UK than Volkswagen, Kia, Hyundai or BMW. A thin used market means fewer buyers competing for each example. Fewer buyers means lower offers. Honda's reliability advantage does not solve a liquidity problem, and in depreciation terms, how many people want your specific car matters as much as how good the car is. If you want Honda's hybrid technology in a family SUV with strong residuals, the CR-V mild hybrid and the Jazz hybrid both sit in a far more liquid part of the market. Before we get to the last car on this list, the one with the biggest absolute pounds loss figure of anything here. If this kind of research is useful to you, subscribe to the channel. Every week we track which cars are losing value, which models are generating fault patterns, and which manufacturers are quietly stepping back from after sales support. One video watched before the wrong purchase can save you more than a year of subscriptions. The Mercedes GLC 300e. This is where the real money disappears. The GLC looks like the logical choice for a buyer who wants a premium hybrid SUV with a recognizable badge, strong build quality, and a dealer network you can actually find. The plug-in hybrid version delivers all of those things. It also costs approximately £20,000 more than the standard GLC AMG line Premium Plus. £20,000 extra to have the charging socket. In exchange, you receive a battery pack under the boot floor that removes 200 litres of cargo space, down from 600 to 400 litres. The car weighs over 2,300 kilograms. 5-year depreciation studies tracking this segment show GLC class plug-in hybrid values losing close to 54%. On a car that was optioned up past £60,000, that is a £30,000 write-off. The 200 litres you sacrificed are not coming back. The £20,000 plug-in premium is not coming back. The Mercedes badge, the German engineering, the leather seats, none of that changes what a dealer offers you when the finance term ends. The Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, not the plug-in, the standard self-charging, holds around 60% of its value at 3 years. It has no battery to fail, no TCAM module to brick, no charging socket to complicate the ownership proposition. Toyota's hybrid system has been refined since 1997. That is the benchmark. Everything else on this list is measured against it. The buyers who got hurt by every car in this video made the same decision. They paid extra for complexity that the used market does not reward. The used market rewards simplicity, reliability, and brand trust built on decades of evidence. The cars on this list had one, sometimes two of those things, not all three. The difference between 2 out of 3 and 3 out of 3 on a £40,000 purchase is the difference between a good asset and a very expensive lesson.